If you get time, Carl, give me a close-up of his daughters. Number 5 and number 10.
Carrie's easy to remember. She's got the red jersey on.
Okay.
She's younger of the two. Caitlin's number 6 right here with a ponytail hanging down over her number.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get it around here in just a second. London's got a lot of freshmen.
Who does?
London
does.
A lot of young kids.
Yeah, we're pretty heavy-laden team this year. There's six seniors on this year's team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been playing together since they were 6th graders.
That makes a difference. I think we might be in trouble.
Of course, we always traditionally lack height. That's always been our biggest problem. But we won't overwhelm you with power, but we'll finesse you with our playability.
And that's what I like. I'd much rather see finesse play.
Oh, good fundamentals. Really good.
Right, and good fundamental play. I'd rather see that than... I like to see a good spike now and then, but I'd rather see good fundamental kids. I mean, they're anticipating where the ball's going to be, and they go to that spot and get to it ahead of time instead of waiting until the ball's already there and then make that last second dive and don't get there in time.
Well, that's one of the things the Shekinah girls will do. They tend to anticipate the ball very well because they're not so tall. They've got to get the spots. And if you watch Carrie, she has a tendency, she doesn't move a lot, but she always seems to be in the right spot because she figures the angles as to where the ball she thinks it can go, and then she gets the spot first.
Is she a setter?
No, she's actually the libero, which allows her to play back row only. She's a defensive specialist, basically, is what she is now.
Okay.
This year, of course, they can't serve. They're looking at changing that rule where they'll allow the libero to serve, but as of right now, they can't.
Yeah, I've seen an article in the London paper on volleyball, and this girl was really knocking it down. She doesn't like the new rules and the new what do they call this type of game?
This is rally scoring that they use.
Yeah.
See, I prefer the rally scoring because it puts a better emphasis now on serving.
Right.
The server has to serve the ball in. Before, if she messed up, no big deal. The other team then had to score the point on their side. And I've seen games already this year, Gary, where the final game was determined on a bad serve in the net.
Yeah.
And the other team wins the game. You know?
Yeah, we've seen that here. And if you watch London, unless they really dug in on their serving over the last week or so, they've lost most of their games on serving. They'd lose at least 10 or 12 points on serve.
And rally scoring has really made a big difference on that, where, like I said before, you know, the server wasn't as concentrating as much because it didn't matter if they hit the net or not because it didn't cost them anything.
I got Carl King over on camera. Carl, can you hear me? I want to get Doc Byers in here. I got Doc Byers with me tonight. This is Gary McNeil and Doc Byers. We're bringing you, and Carl King, like I said, Carl King on camera. We're bringing you the volleyball game. How do you pronounce that school now?
Shekinah Christian.
Shekinah Christian School. They start about 5th, 6th grade and play together all the way up? Well,
these girls have because it's the first class we've had enough girls that could play all at the same time.
Okay.
Traditionally, we graduate anywhere between 6 and 10 students a year, and half of those are guys. So this is actually the first class we've had where they've had 6 girls that came through from 6th grade right on through senior year, and we're able to play with each other.
Well, I'm anticipating a lot of good ball playing out of them. They got 9 wins so far. I believe they showed me where on the internet they showed where London has 2 wins. I only knew of 1, but evidently they might have 2. We're looking for a really good ball game here. Goes 3 out of 5. The varsity goes 3 out of 5. And I got Doc Byers, who's been around it for quite a while, so I'm hoping that he'll be able to give me some insight and something to go on when I do some other games. Thanks for being here, and I appreciate you sticking around and doing the game with me.
No problem. I'll give you as much help as I can.
All right. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London High School for tonight's varsity volleyball matchup featuring our guests, the Shekinah Christian Flames and the London Raiders. Before we introduce our players, our coaches, and our officials, to honor America and to pay tribute to all the men and women serving our country worldwide. right here in the United States, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem? Now to introduce the Shekinah Christian Flames. Head coach is Steve Cooley, and assistant coaches Ashley Miller and Alita Lilly. And now the Flames. Number 2, Amy Shetler. Number 4, April Uzzi. Number 5, Caitlin Byers. Number 6, Lynette Shetler. Number 10, Carrie Myers. Number 11, Amber Miller. Number 12, Elizabeth Miller. Number 14, Tiffany Troyer. And number 16, Emily Beachy. Now the London Red Raiders, coached by Daryl Leeds, assisted by Chrissy Call. Number 21, Danielle Clark. Number 13, Rachel Wolverton. Number 22, Mackenzie Workman. Number 4, Ashley Pearson. Number 25, Sarah Harris. Number 10, Megan McConnell. Number 6, Krista Kelly. Number 5, Emily Roder. Number 2, Kaylin Dominguez. On injured reserve, number 1, Morgan Campbell. And injured also number 3, Brittany Pearson. Number 7, Lindsay Pickens. Number 5, another injury, Jesse Carter. And our 2 seniors. Number 8, Amanda Akers, and fellow classmate number 9, Sloan High. Tonight's officials, Becky Irie and Jared Hathaway.
And there you have the lineup for the 2 teams. Once again, I'd like to remind you or let you know that I have Doc Byers with me, who has 2 daughters. And Doc, got a question. One of your daughters is wearing a red jersey.
Yes.
What does that, like London's got a white one on there?
That designates her as a libero, which is a defensive specialist that only can play the defensive spot and only in the back row. She can't play any front row. She can't set the ball. She can't attack the net, or she can't serve.
Okay.
It's a position that's just been in its 2nd year. Last year was the first year they actually had it.
Okay, that clears up right. I've been seeing, I just thought maybe there was a rover and they could just go in any spot or at any time or whatever. I wasn't sure.
Well, they can actually go in any time, but it can only be for a back row player.
Okay. And they can go in for a serve?
No, they cannot serve as of this year, no. There's 2 states, though, in the United States that are experimenting with allowing the libero to serve. And who knows, in the future it may be a position where they can. It seems to me it's a worthwhile thing to allow them to serve. If they're a defensive specialist, probably they're a good server too.
Yeah. And what'd you call it, libero?
Yeah, libero.
Okay. This Shekinah team is coming in with a 9-2 record. And I understand most of these girls have been together for going on 6 years. There's not a lot of height, but there's a lot of finesse. And I noticed that in the reserve game where they weren't necessarily so apt to spike it as they were to look for an open spot on the court and tip it to that open spot.
Well, when you're not blessed with good heights, you got to start looking for holes.
Right.
And that they are very good at.
And I understand you have one girl that has only missed 2 serves all year.
She's serving right now, number 11. That's Amber Miller.
Amber Miller's only had 2 serves not going all year. Up.
Make it 3.
I guess we done jinxed her already. That's weird how that happened right when we was talking about it.
Well, as you notice, she was trying to go to this front corner over here, the number 4 spot.
Serving for London is Caitlin Dominguez. And in the hole, I believe that was number 5 that time. Yutzi?
Yes, April Yutzi.
April Yutzi. You can talk.
We've got Amy Shetler serving now.
Okay. Hodge makes the first attempt out of bounds by number 10. And as Megan McConnell, I believe she's a sophomore. Something I mentioned earlier, I never understood how you can make a bad play and then go give high fives. I never understood that. I guess it's supposed to keep your spirits up, morale up or something. Good block by number 8, Amanda Akers. That makes the score 3-2. London's got the 2. There's something unique about this team, other team too, is the fact that each parent has to keep stats on their own child, and that's something that's probably get a good following with the parents, don't you? McConnell. Got a good volley started here. Oh, good try by number 8, Amanda Akers. She just couldn't quite get it up high enough.
One thing about the Shekinah team, that they'll never quit on you. It's one thing about these girls. They're very, very hard workers, and they get behind, they'll come back.
Four to 3, Shekinah on top. And into the game, number 10, Carrie Byers from one back row. Coming back to serve for London is Ashley Pearson.
Ashley's our next door neighbor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Slick play there, didn't quite get up. Like we said, once Wolverton made that play there, once she gets her mechanics and everything working all at the same time, she's going to be an
awesome player. You bet she is. She'll be a great middle blocker for him. Emily Beachy serving there.
Ooh, that's a shot to take you home. Take your breath.
Got to move some blockers over to blockette. At least make her alter the shot a little bit, or that's going to be a long night on that side of the court.
And she shoots that line.
Right down the line.
Yeah, most of her shots is right down the line.
Well, you look where the blockers are, and then you decide where you're going to go.
And that ties the game up, 5-5.
Well, we had one of our players over the center line.
McConnell's back to serve again. One of the things we were talking about earlier is how important it is to get your serves in.
Yes.
And I noticed London has lost more than one game, and most of the points for loss were due to the serves were not in. A lot of serves.
Well, of course, with the new rule change, that has made a big difference on making sure the serve is in, because now you lose a point if you don't serve it correctly.
Right.
Nice play.
That's a good play because she's falling down and still had a presence of mind to tip the ball and get it in. Oh. And Wolverton finds the hole. London takes the lead, 7-5.
One thing Shekinah's been notorious for all the years I've been following is their slow starters. Seems like we spend half the game trying to catch up to everybody.
Is that right?
But then once they get rolling, watch out.
London looks like we've seen them 3 or 4 times now, and looks like they're got a little more hustle, a little more spunk in them. I don't know, maybe it's because they know some of these girls or what.
A lot of them are familiar with each other, that's for sure.
London's got a 4-point cushion there, which in this type of game is not that much of a cushion, but it's nice to have. 9-5.
You'd rather be in the lead rather than trying to catch up.
Do you get cable where you're at?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you get cable where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. You live here in town?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you get a chance to see yourself on TV.
I don't know if that's good, bad, or otherwise.
Make a good impression on everybody.
There you go.
9-6. London just give up a point.
Passing's so important in this game. You got to be able to receive the serve and then pass it to the setter.
Right.
You can do that, you can certainly make an offense tick.
That's Tiffany Troyer serving. Hodge tried to slam one home. They returned it. Oh, good dig.
Nice dig.
Don't pay attention to my terminology because I say what I think. She almost misjudged that one.
Oh, that was out.
It was going to be close anyway. 10-7.
That's something you got to really be aware of when you're towards the back in the back row. You got to know where that back line is. Ball come up nice and high, chances are it's probably going to go out. And we always teach the girls, if you're in doubt, play it.
Good job. I believe that was number 5.
That was Amy Shetler.
Oh, that's Shetler?
Yes.
You're not going to give your daughters any play,
No,
huh?
that wasn't her. It wasn't. Caitlin didn't hit that. Caitlin's serving now. So.
She ain't giving them nothing, Carl. I'm going to check his stats when we get done. See how much you altered the stats.
Actually, tonight I'll probably miss a lot.
11-8. We're in the first game of a possible 5-game set. We don't want to go that far. Neither team wants to go that far.
Lynette Shetler that hit that ball.
Lynette Shetler.
Nice block though. Unfortunately, it went straight down on the floor. That's why you got to, when you go up for the block, you got to make sure you got your hands up and over the net and leaning downward.
11-9, London. And we got a timeout, London. Yeah, that's Teddy. Isn't that Teddy in the green hat right there in the second row?
Ted Clemens?
Ted Clemens, yeah.
He's been a scoreboard member here.
Yeah, he was a scoreboard member. He was on the board that helped put the
football field together there.
Football field and stuff together. That's him and his daughter. I was surprised to say I haven't seen him in the game for a while.
Yeah, normally he's out of town this time of week. So
yeah. His boy, I guess, got a full ride at some school in Kentucky.
Yeah, he's playing basketball for him. Teddy was, I think he was at, a school in West Virginia for a while, and then he played at, community college down in Hillsboro.
I know where you're talking about.
I can't think of it, but that's where he was playing. And then he got a nice scholarship to play ball at a bigger school.
That was a fluke, and it worked. Number 8.
That's the best thing. You swing as hard as you can and barely touch the ball.
Amanda Akers, off the tip of her fingers, finds a hole. I thought it was 11-9 just a minute ago.
I thought that too. That was 11-8.
There it is, 12-9.
They corrected the score now. It's 12-10.
Yeah. Number 7 for London is Ansley Pickens. She is a libero. That didn't look like it was going to go over.
Nope. Sometimes they go and sometimes they don't. This game's kind of funny because you're just as apt to have a play that actually happens that probably shouldn't have, and then you'll have those ones where you think you're going to hammer it down and you just flat miss it.
Right. It's
all timing in this game.
Kelly Krista serves one in, makes it 14-10. London's been controlling this game so far. Like Doc says, it takes their girls a little time to warm up. So evidently they're used to coming from behind.
Well, it seems like that's all we do is play from behind. Although first part of the season they were getting off some pretty quick starts. They were jumping up on teams 8-1, 10-2, and then kind of coasting. And almost personally, I like to see the closer game because it forces them to stay in the game mentally.
Right.
You get too far ahead, there's that situation where you want to just kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah. 14-11 right now. We're in the first game. Good job. Way to hang with it.
Nice dig, Carrie. On the center line there.
What exactly did they do wrong?
What happens was she got her whole foot over onto the opposing side. As long as your foot is touching the line, you're okay.
Okay.
Boy, that was
almost made a play out of that.
Interesting attack.
15-12, huh?
Caitlin's got to be one of the strongest players I think they've ever had on the team here. She's not blessed with a lot of height, but she's got good upper body strength.
Now you're talking about
my daughter,
Caitlin Byers, number 5. Oh.
4. She had 4 hits that time.
Right.
They called it out.
And slowly working her way back up, 15-13.
Yeah, kind of nickel and dime you here till we end up winning it, So they're a good bunch of girls to watch. This is one of the first few years they've actually really showed some emotion when they were out there playing. A lot of times you walk into a gym and you don't know whether they're winning or losing. They just go out and do what needs to be done and be done with it,
And a lot of times that's the best way because you're more focused in what you're doing.
Sloan forgot to snap her wrist on that one.
15-4. See the high fives?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you like to see that because you don't want them to be relying on that last play. Let's be gone with it and go to the next one. But then again, how do you reward a super play?
15-14 right now. And we just tied it up with
Tiffany Troyer with a slam there.
Tiffany Troyer.
Tiffany's the only junior we have in the school, in fact. She's the only junior girl.
How big is the school?
K through 12, there's about 130 to 135 students that go there. In the high school, I think 9 through 12, there's 42.
Okay.
We're the smallest D4 school in the entire state of Ohio.
16-15, London just stole a point on the serve. And she was coming down before she went up.
As It's a timing issue again. You got to time that just right.
That's right.
I mean, it's great to have power, but unless you can really use it, it's not good. But you just forget it and you go play the next one. Nice position there. That was
Shetler played that one perfect.
Amy's one of the 6 seniors that they have on the team.
And another shot to the hole. We're getting a lot of little oddball plays coming across here. 25 is coming
Coach, that
out.
kind of drives you nuts because, you know, you want them to play the game, but then again, you can't fault the point.
I know. Sarah Harris just came out.
Another nice hit by Amy Shetler.
And now
Good block again, but they were just a little bit too far away from the net to be effective at the block.
Christian Schools went up now to 18-17. I see Hodge change their strategy there and try to tip one in instead of slamming it.
Over the net. She's underneath the net. Put your hand down on the floor on the other side, it's a violation.
You got to watch close to see that.
That's why you got 2 officials. One's watching the net, one's watching the play.
2017, they're pouring on the point score when it counts. And we've got a timeout, London.
Like I said, you know, Shekinah won't overwhelm you. They'll just pick and nick until they're back in the game, and then they start slowly going ahead.
That's what I'm seeing too. That's going out the door there, Carl, isn't that? What's his name? Hodges' brother? Well, he's a monster, ain't he? You see how big he was? Is he playing ball anywhere, or do you know? I try to get Carl to talk, he won't. I used to have him mic'd up, and every once in a while he'll come up with something good, but he'll mumble it low enough where we can't hear it.
Carl's one of those behind-the-scene guys, you know, make sure everything runs and gets done.
Behind the camera.
Cameraman, production guy.
I got him doing extra duties now since I'm not able to do a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah.
That's Lynette Shetler. That's Amy's sister. She's a sophomore.
Lynette and Amy Shetler, 2 sisters.
It happened, that's the principal's daughters, actually.
21-17. Shekinah's on the move. Good spike try. That little tipper just come off perfect off of London's hands right
Sometimes
into the hole.
that's where the block can really hurt you, you know.
Yeah.
But if we teach our girls on the back row, if you think there's going to be a block, then take an extra step up because you want to be able to play the short ones.
23-17, they're slowly cushioning their way out.
That's 5 straight serves for Caitlin. Got substitution here.
Caitlin looks a little bit like her mother, doesn't she?
Yes, she did. All the kids look like her mother.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Lucky for
I'm not sure
them.
I can lay claim to any of them.
Lucky for them. 24-17.
Actually, that was a serve that she's been working on. And then she puts it in the net. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well, you said something.
Yep.
Well, now, here in this situation, Shekinah, all they're looking for is a side out. That's one of the things rally ball brings to it. Just looking to get a side out.
24-19. London's not out of it yet, but they're going to have 6-7 straight points.
Well, I'll tell you, Shekinah played in a tournament on Saturday where they were in the third game. They were up 14-8 and ended up winning the game 17-15. The other team got 7 straight points.
Is that right?
I've never seen that happen in rally scoring.
And that ends that first game there, 25-19.
A scrappy little team, like I was telling you, Gary.
Yes, they are.
They won't quit on you, and it doesn't matter what the score is.
Okay. You got time. We're getting ready to start game 2. London lost the first game 25-19 after having a really nice, substantial lead for a long time. And then the Christian girls come back. I can quit calling saying Christian. Shekinah. Shekinah girls come back and just slowly eat their way out and pulled out a win, 25-19. So we're going to start the second game. And for London, we got serving is Caitlin Dominguez. Take over, Doc.
Well, game 2 should be help set the tone. The team that normally wins game 2, if they've already won game 1, will tend to go on and win the game more times than not. Actually win the match. In there. That was in there. Aha.
And she made a
called it out.
There. Did they call it out?
Called it out.
Sure, that was a decision for
well,
her.
Volleyball, any part of the ball on the line, that line extends all the way to the ceiling. Any part of the ball that breaks that plane, it's considered in.
Got a lot of hustle going on here. Oh, as soon as I say that, they shoot one into Pickens, and Pickens can't handle it.
This is an interesting game. I love volleyball. I didn't realize till I started officiating how complicated it is.
Yeah.
There's set plays they run and everything. Defenses that'll get set up and.
Right.
Probably like beach volleyball.
Well, yeah, kinda. Although, of course, there you're only playing with 2 people. With the 6 girls on the floor, you got a lot more combinations of things you can do. Them little dink passes, though, they drive me crazy. Barely goes over, somebody scores, and the other teams are wondering what happened, you know?
Oh, that was
a little long on that one.
Megan McConnell. She said if she had too much time to think about it. Looked like that ball just hung up in the air.
Well, a down ball, hitting what they call a down ball, that's where you have both feet on the floor when you make contact with the ball. That's probably one of the harder hits to actually make. Because, you're always working on your timing when you're jumping up. Now all of a sudden you're standing flat-footed trying to hit the ball.
4-1, Shekinah. We're in the second game.
They covered that real well on that play.
I notice your girls they're always on the move.
Again, we got to finesse them. We're not going to overwhelm you with our height.
Now, blocking and a tip is not considered 2 hits.
As long as it's blocked, as long as it's touched by the defense, and it's hit into you, you block it, you can then replay it again, and you can do that once.
I didn't think anybody was going to take that one.
Now see, Caitlin went up to hit that, but she couldn't because she was inside the 10-foot line, and she's on the back row right now.
So you got to be thinking, too.
Yeah, you got to be aware where you're at on the court. No, that was legal. Her foot was on the line when she made contact, and she didn't take her foot off there. That was a legal play. That was one he missed.
Check the replay.
It's hard, though, as the official down there on the floor like that. You're looking at, 6 players up on the front row there trying to watch everything, and people in the net watch the ball.
Good job by Worthington to get that one over. We have a score of 5-3 now. We're in the second game. Once again, London lost the first game, 25-19. I see the Madison Press down there. Beth taking pictures. She's a busy lady. Amanda Akers reaches for that, but couldn't quite get to it. 6-3.
April Yitzi serving now. April's a good girl, I can tell you that. She's always got a smile on her face. Nice touch attack there by Tiffany Troyer. Goes up, times it well, and just taps the ball to the ground. Again, looking on the other side of the net to make sure where nobody's at and then aim for the hole.
Aim for the hole. Found the hole there.
Found the hole again. Look for the hole. Yep.
Throws all of them. 7-4.
Well, you don't know. The big girl, if she's going to go up and hammer that thing, or she's going to. Most big girls don't have good touch, so they just go up there and wail away at the ball. You get a girl that can hit and has touch, man, you got a weapon. Caitlin gets on a roll. She'll run 5-6 points in a row here, doing nothing but hitting the ball as hard as she can.
Emily Beach is serving right now.
Got the freshman come in, Elizabeth Miller, number 12. Left-handed, the only left-handed player we have on the team. Nice hit by Sloan there.
Yeah, good shot with Sloan. The power paid off that time.
Well, she learned from the last time when she hit it long. If you notice, she didn't hit it as hard this time.
Yeah.
Looking for the spot again.
Eight to 6. London's trying to scratch their way back in. There's where
nice block by Sloan. Unfortunately, went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds, yeah. 9-6. Shekinah. The game, number 5, Emily Royer. I thought she must be wearing some else's jersey because I thought they said she was hurt.
There. Oh no, that's in. That hit the corner.
Look at replay. Check the replay.
She called out and then in. She signaled out and then signaled in. That ball was in.
She's from Shekinah. There's London. It's right there.
No, that's not our girl. That's a London girl.
Four.
That was a good play.
A good try. Should tie it up.
Check the replay, Don. That's all I can do.
It looked in
That's why we broadcast this again, you know.
10-8.
There's Amy Shetler on the spike there.
Shetler, nice, good spike. 6 into the game. That's Lynette Shetler.
That's her sister. Lynette's a sophomore.
Oh, good dig that time. Little pooch hit there by Sloan Hod. And it's a good one, 10-9. London's still down a point.
Sloan serving. That was a carry there.
Oh, that was a steal.
The middle blocker never came up and offered the block. She just stood there and watched the play.
And Lindsay Pickens slides one in on him. Ties it up at 10. That's out.
Gets it out.
I'm surprised they didn't call it in.
Giving up 3. This line judge is standing 6 feet off the line there. She's supposed to be right up on the corner. I got timeout there, Gary.
Timeout with the score 11-10. During this timeout, I don't know if this will be on the timer or not. I'm going to tell London get behind the football team and run down to what's the name of that school?
Clinton Massey.
Clinton Massey. Run down to Clinton Massey and catch the game tomorrow night, but it's not going to be on air in time.
Yeah, this will be the first time ever for London to play Clinton Massey. Pretty good team. They've been in the playoffs several years ago.
I get ready to say they might not want to play them no more after this.
We got a good offense this year. We just unfortunately don't have any defense.
We just haven't been able to stop anybody. We've done really good on scoring points. Matter of fact, I believe our quarterback and running back are leading the league.
Yes, they are.
In
pass efficiency and in rushing.
Yeah.
And Will actually leads the league in tackles on the defensive end of it.
And that really hurts when you got players like that.
And you got to go both ways. That puts you in trouble right from where get-go.
Well, I was looking at Jonathan Alder, and I don't think they had hardly anybody that went both ways.
It all has to do with the numbers. You got to have the players come out and the athletes that can do it. You know.
It all has to do with winning and losing. Whether we like to say that or not, it's true. People just don't get involved when you.
Well, London scored 5 straight points on this.
13-10.
One thing about rally scoring, you'll see rallies. I mean, you'll see a team jump out 3 points and then give up 6, and then they'll jump out 3 points and give up 6.
That's probably what the rally means.
Yep. Kind of like a basketball game in that respect, I guess. You know, the team will get up and then they'll let the team back in, and then they'll get up again.
Yeah.
Don't see it so much in football, but.
Well, good hustle by Byers. 14-10 in favor of London. This is where you wish the game only went to 15 like you used to.
Yes.
Got a good volley going here. Did I speak too soon? Still going. Good hustle.
Got him on the floor. Just play it. All you want to do is keep it moving.
This is one of the longest volleys I've seen tonight. Still
nice
going.
Go up there.
Still going. What a volley. What a play. These girls want to play this volley. Oh.
Tremendous volley.
Shekinah finally pulled it out. 14-11.
They bring in Amber Miller, the ace server on the team here.
Oh, final spot there.
Nice cross-court attack there.
15-11. Back in the game is McConnell. She's in for number 5. I got her listed as Royer. I knew a Royer years ago. His name was Barth Royer, and he was one of the best basketball players that ever come through here. And 16-11. Who hit that, Carl? McConnell. Dominguez. Good serve. I think London's been working on their serves quite a bit. I haven't seen too many serves that didn't make it in. Oh, good hustle by Byers. Is that the youngest one?
That's my youngest one, Carrie, yes.
What grade is she in?
Carrie's a sophomore.
17-11. What grade is the other daughter?
Caitlin's a senior.
Senior?
And then I've got Jalen as a freshman, plays on the JV team.
Let me ask you a question. You got 10, right?
We have 10 all total, yes.
Do any of them leave home?
Nope, right now we still got them all at home because 2 of them are in college. One's at Ohio State and the other's at Columbus State.
Little house on the prairie.
Well, I told the boys, I said, you're smart if you stay home. It's a whole lot cheaper living at home than it is going out on your own.
You got that right. But can Dad afford it? Oh, yeah, you make big bucks.
Oh, yeah. Don't have any choice, you know.
Put him on the spot, didn't you, Carl? I'm putting in a plug now to get some glasses at a cheaper rate. I can't afford them.
Give you a good deal.
I know it. That's what I'm scared of. This kid. Uh-oh. It was a good try by number 16, Beachy.
Emily Beachy.
Didn't quite get it over. Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did get it over. Yeah, that was blocked straight to the floor.
Oh.
Very good play.
That one slid by me. That's a good save that time.
Nice dig.
I like these kids.
That's in there. It's in there. That's not out. Oh, jeez. That ball hit in the cart. Come on.
Oh,
Ball was in.
I got ducked on live TV.
The up referee can call that play. She doesn't have to rely on that end line, and she's missed 2 already.
They're going to call it over?
They're going to do a
replay?
Yes.
Watch the replay and see what you had to say.
I do the lines at our school. So
don't get too carried away, because you're out there on TV, and I can't take all that out.
Always balance it out in the end, though.
He stole that one. He stole that one, Carl. 17-13.
Good block, unfortunately out.
18-13.
Nice attack, though.
Another's in. Huh?
You like in tennis, that beat, what is that called? Tennis?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, London's coming back with a vengeance now. 19-13. Now let's see if I spoke too soon.
Nice dig.
And the freshman, 6'2" freshman goes up and palms that one down. She dunked that ball.
Yes, she did. Unfortunately, the attack was right to the blocker. You got one blocker in the middle, you don't attack at him.
Oh, that was in.
That was in.
They give it to him, too. Can't get an argument over here, Carl. We're going to try and get a little
The referee made the call on that one because the line judge wasn't looking.
I meant to say that was out to get a reaction from you, but I said in.
That's a double hit there that they missed.
Doesn't matter. It's still got the
It
point.
worked out.
21-14.
The up official's responsibility is to cover the top of the net. Look for the blocks, double touches. Down official watches the feet placement. Is anybody in the net? Of course, he's responsible too for the defense to watch where the players are.
We need somebody. They need to have a ref up here.
Well, you get a better angle up in here. It's a little hard down there because the angles are such.
Even though you do have to peek between the bars.
Yes.
22-14. London's needs 3 points if they
I'll tell you,
hang on and pull this one out.
22-14, it's almost statistically impossible to come back with rally scoring.
Okay.
Now, in a traditional scoring, you could come back on that. With rally, all they're looking for now is 3 side outs. Doesn't matter if they get a point.
Yeah, good block. Who was that? Workman?
Yeah, Wolverton again.
Wolverton. She's happy too. 23-14.
Well, Caitlin made a mistake on that. She hit right into the block.
.315. London needs 2 to tie this up.
Again, London's just looking for 2 side outs.
I Thought that was almost in the hole. Oh, they blocked Hodges' attempt for a slam there. Good hustle, good volley, makes it 24-15.
Can't lose now. All you're looking for is the other team to make a mistake.
Make one mistake.
If you can't get 1 point with, what, 12 opportunities, something's not right. Nice cover by number 7 there.
Good dig.
Beautiful dig.
Sloan Hodge slammed that one down. Oh, they got a little emotion that time there, Doc.
Yes, it is. Sometimes this year, like I said, this is the first year you'd ever seen any emotion out of it.
24-16.
Years past that, what ball would have gone down, and they'd just high-fived each other and walked off and never said a word.
24-16.
Just looking for one mistake.
There it is. 25-16.
How can you look so good, Gary, in the first game and look so bad the second game?
Well, it come out fairly close the same way, about 3 points difference. So London pulls out the second game with a score of 25-16. We're going to a third game.
Which means we'll play at least 4.
Oh, Lord. Another 10 o'clock. You want to if you can. You can if you want to. London loses the first point of the third game. We have a tie up here now. Shekinah won the first, London won the second, and the first 2 points go to Shekinah. First 3. I think we done upset them.
Well, had 2 bad passes there. Really wasn't anything Shekinah did. It was just the passes weren't where they should be. Another one again. See, she's scrambling for it. Falls out.
Now, how that ball went in,
it has to be on the right-hand side of the antenna. That's why the antenna's there. Had she been able to get it on that other side, she'd have been okay, because it was the third
even though
hit.
She had her hand on the post?
She did have her hand on there. You're right, I did not see that. If she had her hand on the post, then it's not a play.
That's number 11, Amber Miller.
Missed her second one tonight. Be her 4th one for the whole year.
That's what London will do to you.
Well, she's trying to finesse, and you're not going to hit them as often finessing.
4-1 is your score. 5-1 now.
It's all about getting a serve in. Out. Good call.
Has she always had that red flag down there?
Yes. Just haven't been using it.
I noticed I hadn't seen her use it.
They switched sides.
No, that's the same girl.
She got one right.
She got one right.
6-1.
Well, you know, actually, they shouldn't have the high school girls doing it. It's a varsity match. You should have either adults or actual officials. That was tapped or touched at the line. On the block, there was a touch.
That's a 7-1. Trying to run away with this, ain't they?
Well, early in the game, though, leads aren't what they're cracked up to be. Because you can nickel and dime and get yourself right back into the game.
Is there such a thing as a skunk in this game?
Well, there could be. We played a team one year. We beat them 25-1.
Lord.
And the only reason it was 25-1 was the one girl went ahead and hit a ball out. She says, I don't ever want to beat somebody 25-0. So she went on, it was on game point too. She went ahead and hit the ball long, gave them a point. They served, and then she hammered home the 25th point, and then we went on to the next game.
She'd have run laps that next day.
Now, you don't ever want to embarrass somebody in this game. I've seen teams play.
You saying 25-1 is not an embarrassment?
Well, that's an embarrassment, but 25-0 is total embarrassment. I mean, that's like not even showing up for the game.
I heard that. We have a score right now of 8-1, and Shekinah is leading. That's Shekinah. Is that is there a saying of Shekinah glory?
Yeah, the Shekinah glory. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they're nicknamed the Flames.
Okay, the Flames.
Okay. Shekinah Christian Flames. Well, pretty much the ball's been all played on London's side this part of the game. April Yussi on the attack there. She stands all of 5'2".
5'2". Aren't any of them really too tall?
Well, you don't have to be. As long as your timing's good and you can hit overspin on the ball, it'll hit the net many times and go right over.
And you got good vision. You got to know where the ball's going.
You got to know where they're at. Yes. That's why the good hitters, the good outside hitters, you'll see them. They'll pivot their head. They're scanning the opposite side to see where they want to hit it.
Right.
And they'll do that as they're approaching the ball. Surprisingly enough.
London finally got a point. It scores 9-2 now. Nice. Oh, that's good.
That was a double hit there.
We'll take it.
Nice play from her knees.
Two players
nice
took it from the knee that time.
Who hit that?
5. Caitlin, she
Hit
said,
that baby
I'll
long,
end this volley. Hit it long, 9-3.
Didn't sound good when she hit it. Normally when she hits it, there's a lot more force to it.
After the readjustment.
Coming back a point at a time here, and that's the name of the game. Covering's important in this game. Nice dig.
Oh, is that a save? Okay. Little one-arm play there. And this is a situation there where you take it, no, you take it. Nobody took it. 10-3. Shekinah's on the move. They're trying to run away with this one, Carl. Halftime, huh?
Yeah, that's a 3-minute refresher. Nobody covered that time. They stood around and watched rather than somebody filling the hole.
And London stole the point.
Yeah, London stole a point.
10-4.
Tipped at the net.
Caitlin, she's also officiating too. She told the official that was a tip there.
She knows the game, I have to admit.
11-4.
In fact, even my voice admits she's probably the best athlete in the family.
I heard that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Point. Shekinah, it's 12-4.
Again, kind of a game of spurts here, you know. They give up a point, score 3, give up a point.
Right now they're not giving up too many.
Well, London's helping them out a little bit here, so. Makes it look good on stats, you know.
I know. London looks like they're a little bit disgusted. I think he needs a timeout. They're not too happy with themselves. Okay. Carl said he'd call one in a minute. I can't believe he ain't called one. 14-4. Has he called one at all this game?
I don't believe so. Oh, yeah, they did. There was one timeout. Nice dig, Kerry.
You said the longer they play, the more in tune they get.
Yep.
Oh, he tuned that one out.
If
I
you
believe
notice,
that was another Byers shot.
Well, her shoulders were turned way to the left. The ball goes where your shoulders are. It's one of the things about this game. Very few girls can actually hit a ball coming across their shoulders.
Their body, yeah.
So wherever the shoulders point, that's where the ball's going to go. She was pointed out of bounds. That's where the ball went. She knows better.
She's in trouble when she gets home.
Nah. Somebody was in the net. Yeah.
14-5.
15-5 now, Gary.
You got
London was in the net, so Shekinah gets the point there. Again, that's the advantage of rally scoring. You're going to score every time the ball hits the floor. Somebody gets a point. That was Caitlin there.
That was Caitlin. She made up for that strange hit a while ago. Where'd you get them knee pads for? She doesn't have the same color knee pads.
Well, she's got a knee brace on her one knee there, so she doesn't wear a pad on that.
I was getting ready to talk about you. I'm going to call you cheap.
Hit again right into the blocker. You cannot do that.
16-6.
Unless you're hitting so hard, the ball will play back.
Knock the blocker down.
Yeah. Well, now it's not so much that, but the ball hits the blocker hard enough that it bounces back on your side, and you can play it. It's 17-6 now. Getting a little one-sided here.
Does these girls play basketball?
No, we don't have. The only sport they play up there is girls volleyball and boys basketball.
How did they get scheduled with this thing with London?
Caitlin played 2 years of club ball, and Daryl was a coach. And got to talking and decided, well, it might be best, if we maybe got together and did play. We got 19-6 on the score now.
You're going to tell me it's impossible to come back?
At this point, yeah. It's unless 3 of the girls get sick. One of them sprains an ankle and the other one hurts an arm. You're to the point now where statistically probably you will not be able to come back on this.
He's a number man, Gary.
I know it. That's Keith's buddy at halftime.
Yeah, Keith comes sees me all the time. It seems strange this year, not doing the stats for the football team, although I did the other night because the new guy couldn't be there. Unfortunately, because of my work schedule this year, I'm not able to get to any of the away games, which means half the games I can't go to.
Right.
So we went ahead and trained a new guy, and he's doing a real good job.
Wish he could help us.
Of course, it's kind of nice being able to walk the sidelines and not have to worry about keeping stuff this year. It's really a pleasure to be able to watch the guys play.
19-6. London has a little short timeout. See if we can get something rolling here.
Cheryl won't let me. Oh, she's in the net. Missed that. Good hustle, good hustle.
26. London's having their fair problems right now.
Well, you like to see them when they're willing, though, to get on the floor and go after the ball. Substitution here.
Number 6 in the game for London, that's Krista Kelly.
Oh, that's in. That was good.
Hey, she called it in too. She was calling in and trying to duck the ball at the same time. That ball was coming at her.
Yes, it was.
27. Can we see the comeback of the year?
No, statistically impossible.
Put it down.
Nice, good.
Still trying.
Good. That's good. That's playable.
Spoke too soon. I can say this is another one of the better volleys, but no sooner I started saying it ended.
They hate to expend all that energy and come out with nothing to show for it, and then end up giving the other team a point. You know?
I know. 21-7. I'd say we can't hardly come back from this one.
Oh, you think? No. Wait a minute now.
That is embarrassment right there.
It's a young team, though. I mean, you're playing a group of seniors, and you're playing it with an underclass team. They're doing really well. Nice hit there.
We got to get at least 10. 22-8 right now. Yeah, we have a lot of.
So you're just looking for 3 side outs, Carl.
Yep.
There's one.
Didn't have to look too far.
Serving can come back to haunt you big time. One thing Caitlin knows where
she was getting ready to play that.
She knows where the lines are.
No.
She knows where the lines are.
She heard them hollering. She jumped back off that ball. She's getting ready to play that, Doc.
There's game.
She just did have to give them an extra point there. 25-8. London loses the third game. We're going to have to do 5. It's up to you.
Can you reuse those, Gary?
Yeah. Okay, we're ready to do the 4th game. London's down 2 games to 1 right now. It's the best 3 out of 5. London lost the first game 25-19, then came back a second with a 25-16 win, and then really had a rough time the third game with a 25-8 loss. So we'll see what happens this time. Are they going to keep us here half the night, Carl? Or are we going to? Or is Shekinah going to get us out of here?
Well, if I'm a London player, I'm hoping we're going to be here all night. If I'm playing for Shekinah, I'm wanting this to be done. Let's get out of here.
I heard that.
Let's keep it in play. That wasn't blocked.
1-0. Shekinah takes the lead right off the bat. Wide. Oh,
no.
They said they tipped it.
See, somebody touched it at the net?
That's what they said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, definitely check replay. Did you pay your cable bill?
It's my son's responsibility.
Oh.
He's got DirecTV.
Oh, then you don't get this if you got DirecTV.
Well, we're in trouble then.
Ballers are going a little slow now. 2-1, favors Shekinah.
That's part of the problem, you know. You got one of the big girls in the back row trying to do serve receive when she's a player that plays up front.
Right now we're completely out of sync.
Her shoulders were aimed that way again.
Yep.
She's given away more points tonight and she's actually scored.
She's in trouble. 3-2.
She critiques herself worse than I ever will. A little hesitancy on the setter's part there.
London stole the point. 3-3. 4-3, Shekinah.
It was a nice put down.
It was, wasn't it?
Elizabeth Miller coming in there, so I was telling you before, she's the only left-handed player we have on the team. Number 12, Elizabeth Miller.
Elizabeth Miller, the only left-handed player on the team.
So they play her over on that right side and let her hammer it from that side. She's only a freshman too.
21 into the game for London. Let's see if I got a 21 here. Danielle Clark. And she tipped it, thought she had a hole there and tipped it out of bounds. And she's explaining what happened.
Nice dig, Carrie.
I like Hodges' play.
Most girls
She's pretty slick, and you can't tell whether she's going to spike it or not.
No, and that's good. That's a good mark of an outside hitter. You want the defense always thinking about what you're going to do. And she took a little off that ball.
.65 London. Like you said before, every serve is a score for somebody.
Yes, sir. Of course, then once you served it, of course, you want to quickly transition to the defense because the ball's coming back to you, obviously.
Wilmington got up there and got caught in the net. And
give her another year or two, and she'll learn to stick her hands over the net and let the ball hit them and go straight down to the floor. She's going to be as far as you want, as long as you don't touch the net.
crowd like that. That's two.
Oh, there we go.
Two spike attempts by Sloan Hodge, all for naught. 8-5.
Our team probably 5-4. And that's with her shoes on, Gary.
They're just like you say, they're very good finesse players. They hustle. They jump to the spots. They're not trying to they're trying to outsmart you.
They just finesse you. They're not going to try to overwhelm you because they physically can't.
9-5.
Although there was one year we had a 6-footer. One of the girls was 6 foot. The first year we played in Ohio High School, they actually made it to the state semifinals in volleyball. We only had 8 girls on the team.
Is there a limit to how many games you're allowed to play?
Yeah, there's only so many per year you can do. I forget how many it is. I believe it's 20 games. Nice dig.
Good hustle. There's a good dig attempt. Didn't quite make it. Then she scored 9-6. Shekinah's still on top.
Caitlin's one of those that figures if the ball's in the air and it's anywhere near me, it's mine.
It's playable, yeah.
And it's playable until they blow the whistle. But she's always been that way. Even when she was young, she played that way. See, that would be a nice situation where you could bring the libero in and let them serve for her. That's twice in a row now she's ended up putting a serve in the net.
Where'd that term libero come from?
I don't know. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right, to tell you the truth. So.
11-6. Leonard's going to have to tighten up. Do the tighten up, Carl. Good shot, number 8.
That was a very good play.
Amanda Akers shoots one in the hole.
One of those where you stick out your arm and, oh, look what I got, and they hammer it home.
For real.
It's Sloan serving here.
11-7, Shekinah. Sloan has kind of woke up on her serve too. She's doing what we talked about. She's not trying to spike it on the serve, but
it's not all power.
Getting it in play.
Probably serve. There's more finesse involved with serving than anything. That was a carry there. That was probably out.
Roll ball, roll.
Heck of a play. That's a roll of the ball there.
That's something that's when that ball rolls down that net like that.
And of course, the person underneath trying to get that, you got to realize that's spinning real heavily.
Good dig by number 16, Emily.
Emily Beachy, yep. Seems like London makes a run and then Shekinah turns around and blitzes, and then London makes a run.
So what you're saying is the game of runs, huh?
It is. It truly is, especially with Rowley. Nice dig.
That's a good try.
Bad set.
Lynette Shetler wasn't able to handle that one. Like you said, bad set. 12-10. London still trailing by 2.
That's one of those, I got it, you got it, no, you got it, I'll take it. Oh, let's not do it.
Nobody got it. 13-10. O'Connell got up heavy on that one. Oh.
I could have called that one out.
13 left. You've been doing a pretty good job of calling them all.
Again, up here, up here it's a whole lot easier to see, man. I'd love to officiate from here.
Call them all. Yeah, you can see them up here. Once you learn how to peek through those bars.
No, you got to watch that. You got to watch where the blockers are. You move 2 blockers over, you better just tap it up over the top of them and negate them. You can't hit into that, not on a consistent basis, unless you hit really, really hard.
Freshman mistake. You can see it before it happened.
That's one of those where you just want to free ball it and let's be done. Just get it over and then let's play back and play.
Now, I think that's what she was trying to do, really.
Get down on it.
Yeah, she's coming down, yes. Oh, we got a break there.
Well, it looked like that
ball was long, big time.
15-12. We're in the 4th game. Shekinah's leading 2-1 so far.
Nice cover, Sloan. Nice cover.
Good cover by Sloan Hodge. A little bit more, she'd have been eating up that table.
I like the hustle on London's team.
A lot of hustle there.
They're going to be good in the future.
Caitlin Dominguez that time made the dive for the ball. 16-12. Shekinah.
Another floater.
Good job by McConnell to get back there and pull that one out. Hodge sets it up. Oh, Wilberton puts it over. Shot by, was that another Byers?
Another Byers, yeah.
I mean, Byers is down there. 17-12. Appreciate you coming up. I really want to thank you.
Oh, no problem. Enjoyed it.
I'm enjoying having you up here.
Timeouts.
I knew you'd be all right because I know you've been working
timeouts. How do you talk to your team on a timeout? You know, you got a minute.
Oh,
so
yeah.
What do you stress?
Yeah.
Do you need to go over fundamentals? Do you say, well, you know, I need you to cover here, cover there?
I would say so.
Sometimes I think it's just a case you're trying to break the rhythm of the other team. It's not necessarily that you want to talk to your girls per se. You just want to stop the other team from scoring.
Yeah.
So.
And then there's a couple girls that you might want to pick out that are doing some things you want to tell them
to continue to emphasize. Or if I've spotted somebody that's really hitting well, and I'm talking to my setters and I'm saying, hey, get there, here the ball, and let's let her hit it.
Right.
But you call timeout a lot of times to try to disrupt the server.
Well, timeout's over now, Coach. Let him go. Oh. Sawyer played that play like he said just a while ago. She just reached over the net and tapped it down. Got London diving.
Got him diving. Got him on the floor, man. Saved having to sweep.
Yeah. And mop.
Statistics.
No, not quite yet. If it's 20 to 12, Carl, you can about write it off.
It's 18 to 12 right now. Up.
Reserve here.
Jump ball. McConnell thought she had one there. This is a really good smooth hit. Just didn't quite make it.
That's there.
And that was number 4.
Yes, sir.
Yusu.
Shortest player on the court.
She sure is, isn't she?
Hits
about 5'2".
From the 15. I think she's a little less than 5'2", actually.
19 to 12. What's the odds?
One more, it's over.
Oh, in the net. Bars is in the net.
As long as the ball hits the ground before she hits the net, it's legal.
He said so, I'm packing up.
Yeah, we might
Might as
go
well
home.
let the fat lady sing, as they say.
Yeah, warm up the bus. Where is this school at anyway?
It's up in Plain City. In fact, we walk out of the front of our school, we can actually see the roof of the new Jonathan Alder School.
Oh, really?
We're over on Plain City, Lafayette. Yeah,
have you been in the new Jonathan Alder School
I
yet?
have not yet, no. My wife has,
nice.
but I haven't. We're playing Jonathan Alder, in fact, next Tuesday, so we'll get a chance to go over. Although, again, I won't get a chance to go because I'll be out of town.
I hear it's really nice. I hear they got a really nice stadium.
Yes, they do. Of course, that stadium, they modeled that stadium on the one we got sitting in the backyard here. Yeah.
Did they?
Yes.
I'd go back there and see if ours is still back there. 20 to 12.
It was last week when I was there.
Yeah. And you're going to laugh at me, but I still, 21-12, I still like the old stadium we had.
Well, there was something coziness about that, just more hominess. Of course, you and I grew up around that, so it was, you know, it's just the fact that we were with it all the time. You know, those that are here now that have never known anything but this stadium are thinking, how did they ever play football down at the old stadium?
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, you remember the London West Jeff games when there'd be so many fans there, you couldn't park them anywhere, and they'd be standing 12 deep around that fence we had.
And everybody's running around talking to everybody.
Yep.
You didn't have to pay to get in and out to go see somebody you know if you've known all your life. It was just a family atmosphere.
Looking for a side out, Carl.
22-13. Carl, you might as well just pack it up and we'll take it on home. There's one of them. He knows his stuff. Now we know it. We know his stuff now.
Well, Caitlin's been playing volleyball since she was in 4th grade. Played on 4 junior Olympic teams. In fact, the London coach Daryl Eads coached her on 2 of those teams.
24-13.
Carl, I think I hear the singing.
Everybody put your sweatsuits on, go home. Be sure and wrap up, it's cold out there. What's the final score going to be, 25-14?
No, I'm thinking 25-13, she'll just serve it right here.
You think it's going to be it, huh? They're going to make you earn it. That's a good tap by
Play it.
What did I say?
Wolverton. That's good. You're right. It was a good tap by her. That was a finesse. Well, you said 25-14, right?
Yeah, who served? Oh, McConnell. She's a pretty decent server. 15. Only need 10.
No, they need 12 actually.
Yeah.
Got to win by 2. Or they need 11. I mean.
Well, if they got 10 straight, I'd give them a win. 25 to 15. And that finishes it off. The London youth succumbs to the senior superiority of Shekinah Christian.
It'll be interesting to see next year how the Shekinah girls do, because of course we lose 6 seniors off this team.
That's going to
be. But
we've
got a freshman class that actually has 8 girls in it, and until this year, as freshmen, they lost 1 game, and that's the only game they've ever lost in their entire careers.
Is that right?
Yeah, they were undefeated as 7th graders, undefeated as 8th graders.
That's good. Here comes the press across here, Carl. She's covering a whole lot of stuff here this year. Does a real good job. She's the one who did that write-up on Carl and I.
Did she?
Yeah. So
it's a good match. Like I said, London's got a fairly young team, and from what excitement and enthusiasm I saw in their team, in the next several years, they could probably look forward to some good teams.
We're going to end this off. How did your stats come out about like you thought they would for your girls?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Caitlin, like I said, she gave up almost as many. Well, actually, in this last game, she scored quite a bit. And actually did finally end up scoring more than she gave away, but she did give away quite a few points.
Yeah. So this anyway, we had a good time. I really enjoyed you. Appreciate you coming up, helping me out.
Doing it.
Enjoyed having somebody to talk to that knows a little bit about the game, knows more than I do anyway. It still doesn't take much to know more than I do. This is Doc Byers, Gary McNeil, and Carl King saying we enjoyed it. We'll see you. Wouldn't want to be you. Adios. Good night. Get a shot of this WLHS since he's taking me out of here. I'll hide behind the bar. WLHS, the Indians.